I'm here today to deliver a message. You've probably noticed that I've been MIA for a while. Now you know why. But I didn't just quit my job. I quit the whole industry. I'm out. The first question you probably have is, why? But that's not the right question. The right question is how. We each have a thing called a self map, which is like a big paper map of our identity. We sit at the very heart of it. And we pin things to it that we like. The more we identify with something, the closer it sits to the center of our self map, and the more we associate our identity with those things. There are good things that sit close to the center, like family, or spiritual beliefs, or ethics. But for a lot of people, there are other things that they also pin to their self map. For some, it might be sports, or bands, or cars, or politics, or social issues, or whatever we each think is important. Take diehard sports fans, for example. When a team becomes my team, the brain no longer understands the difference between the external team and the internal self, and the highs and lows of the team become the highs and lows of the individual as well. If you don't believe me, try telling any serious sports fan that their team sucks. What happens is that the brain perceives your statement as a threat to the team. If the team is important, it sits close to the center of the self map, and the threat to the team becomes a threat to the self. The brain responds the same way as if the individual was threatened. When you tell a sports fan that their team sucks, it's the same as telling the person that they suck, and the person has to mount a defense to protect their ego. The more fragile the ego of the individual, the greater the response to protect it. Things that matter less are further out from the center of the map, and thus less associated with the identity of the individual, and things that don't matter at all, well, they're not even on the map. I personally don't care about sports, so you can tell me anything you want about a team, and since I don't have sports on my self map, I don't care. I won't have any emotional response to anything that you tell me. I learned all of this years ago from Volume 1 of Mind Hacking Happiness, which I'll link to in the video description. The author, Sean Webb, lays out a really simple formula for understanding why some things trigger an emotional response that's disproportionate to the actual severity of the situation, and then he shows how easy it is to interrupt that trigger and prevent it from hijacking the brain. Both books are amazing. Volume 1 is definitely where you should start. Volume 2 is also good, but it's a little bit more spiritual. Regardless, I highly recommend both of them. They are life-changing. So what I learned from Volume 1 has enabled me to create balance in my life and adjust my priorities to reflect what I want to be doing. Computers always sat near the center of my self map. I've been building systems and writing software for so long that it stopped being what I did and it became who I was. And then one day, it wasn't. Literally, just like that. One day I realized that computers no longer mattered as much to me as they used to, and almost instantly, I recognized that I could change my path. I looked at what I was doing compared to all of the other things that I can do, and I decided that I wanted to do something else. Once I made that decision, the universe fell into place, and an opportunity arose for me to make the change.
If life is an ocean and we're all just floating around in a bunch of boats, most people let the ocean current take them where it wants to go, and then they're surprised when they end up somewhere that they didn't expect to be. I don't live like that. I've constantly got my hands in the water, paddling around, steering my boat to where I want to go, and that's all I'm doing right now. I'm still going to make content about something that I love. It's just not going to be about technology anymore. It's going to be about aviation. Lisa and I are both private pilots. I'm a commercial drone operator, and we both just got trained on powered paragliders. So instead of making videos about Kubernetes that are almost instantly out of date, I'm going to go fly more and make content about that instead.
What am I going to do for income? Trading. I've been doing it part-time since 2013, and it's been one of the most enlightening journeys that I've ever taken. With all of the volatility in today's market, I primarily do options trading, but once things return to some semblance of normal, I'll take my 26 years of IT skill and apply it towards building quantitative strategies with Quant Connect. Trading requires nothing more than my own skill, discipline, and emotional fortitude, and doing it full-time will create the income that I need to live the life that I want to live. See, a job can enslave you. You think that just because it's what you've been doing, that it's what you need to keep doing, and that's probably not the case. We are all far more versatile than we give ourselves credit, and we can each do many things that are different from what we're doing now. Changing jobs is easy, but what if you're no longer satisfied by the type of work that you're doing? Newsflash, you don't have to keep doing it. Look at your self map, find the things that are closest to the center, and do work that resonates with those things. You'll find that the work that you do builds yourself up and is infinitely more valuable than anything else that you could be doing. On the one hand, this is a farewell video telling all of you that I've moved on. I'm unlisting all of my videos here on YouTube, I'm shutting down Discord, and I'm deleting my technology self from the internet. But before you click away, I have an invitation for you. I'm still going to be making content, and you're welcome to stick around and join me. The content is going to feature Lisa and me and our adventures with aviation. With your support of this channel, we'll be able to travel to ghost towns, abandoned mines, paramotor gatherings, and amazing locations that you'll get to see from the air. We're saving up to buy our own plane so that we can show you even more places that aren't accessible by normal roads. My hope is that the new content will be inspiring and show you that you can do anything that you want to do for no other reason than because you want to do it. When you choose to put things at the center of your self map that carry you forward in life, and when you choose a life path that supports those things, you enter into a feedback loop that can only bring you success. So stay here, stay subscribed, and in a short while, you'll see this channel become the new home of Creator Aviator. Come fly with us, and let us show you what the world becomes when you live boldly and listen to your heart. I'll see you on the other side.